Greetings everybody, this is Leviathan here, and today I'm bringing a highly requested guide to you guys. This is from the community. People have been asking a lot for my Speedfarm setup for Greater Rifts using Unhallowed Essence Multishot, coming in Season 18 and now with patch 2.6.6 being live. There's some really nice additions to this setup that make it really fun to play, really smooth, a lot more defensive. Which means you can be super aggressive, go balls to the wall. There's going to be a written version of this guide in the video description, so make sure to click on that link if you want that. I'll continue to update that as well too if there are any like changes or tweaks I want to make to this guide or the build. But for right now, I have a video recorded for you guys to show an exhibition of kind of how it works. Here I'm simulating being Paragon 800. So this is kind of like early season expectations. We're doing a GR 95 right now. And some of my gear is pretty good and my gems are pretty good, so it kind of evens out. But you can see we're at about like 12,000 dexterity. It's just to showcase that we're not going with like crazy amounts of Paragon, which will be more of like a late season simulation. But the idea here is that you've got your standard Unhallowed Essence multi-shot that you know and love. It works exactly as it always does, clears screens crazily. But the idea now is we've souped it up with the inclusion of the reworked Captain Crimson set, which is a crafted set. You'll have to go out and get the plan for that early in the season, but once you have it, Hadri will know it and can craft the pieces for you. We craft the belt and the pants, and I'll go over all the details of the items and the skills, everything that we use after this exhibition is done. I just want to generally talk about some of the things to look out for. You can see that once things get rolling here, it's really like a snowball effect of utilizing the Flavor of Time for the double pylon duration. We started off with power. You can see we still have it. You know, it's 30 seconds normally, now it's a minute. Picked up that conduit, and the way that Greater Rifts work is as you get more progression, your chances to spawn pylons go up. So you want that first pylon to pop up. If it's a power or speed, you are off to the races because the snowball is going to be massive. You'll be speeding through the rift a lot faster. With power, you'll be killing a lot faster. Even if it's a low impact pylon though, it just helps you to keep the build going. Here we pick up a channeling, and we're almost done with the Greater Rift already. It's happening faster than I can even talk about it at this point. But the idea is to really just move the snowball, play very aggressively. You can see we weren't taking much damage there at all. This is hardcore. The idea is to just really get in there, kill stuff as fast as possible with multi-shot. Don't care too much about your positioning. Try to stand in circles if you can, like the Oculus. There will be circles from the season as well when that goes live. But that right there on screen is a minute and 47 seconds with that. Of course, we started out on a beautiful battlefield. That helps a lot. This is what we call a high yield result. A very good version of what can happen, but it's about the averages of the Greater Rifts, right? So the idea here is that you will get some Greater Rifts that are, kind of slow or sloppy or don't go as smoothly as that. But you want to aim for an average of getting to about 2.5 minutes for your clears. And that means it's going to be a moving target. That was a GR95, which is something you can expect. You should definitely expect to be able to be in the 90 plus pretty much as soon as you get the whole thing put together. And then as you refine your gear, as you get all the right pieces and affixes and min-max and start to get better Paragon and augment, it'll just continue to go up and up. So that's basically an idea of what to expect when you have this setup going. So to talk a bit more in detail here, this is the written version. Like I said, this is on Diablo fans. That's in the video description below. And this is something I will continue to update if I make like changes to skills or gems or who knows what. Sometimes you start with ideas and you come up with better ones. So that's something to keep a lookout for. I'm actually I just wanted to show this to you to let you know that it exists. It gives you a bit more of a visual version of exactly what to expect. So I'm going to actually swap to my Diablo game though, because it does have all the updates in here, whereas Diablo fans currently doesn't show you all the updates for the new sets and items and whatnot. So some of the things I was talking about was Flavor of Time. This got an update to double the pylon duration. I like this amulet over Squirt's necklace. Some people are really looking for Squirts for multi-shot, but you'll be surprised. You get hit by a lot of stuff, and like I was saying, you want to play aggressively. You want to just vault through, don't care about getting hit, be able to stand in all the circles you want. So I think not trying to play too safely, or trying to play safely to keep Squirts up is a bit of a trap. I'd rather go with Flavor of Time, and like I said, hope to get those good pylons to start, like power or speed, and really snowball your Greater Rift speed. The other variable slot is the bracers. I'm running with Nemesis Bracers because I think this is really good in terms of pairing up with Flavor of Time. It makes you really care about your pylons, gives you that free elite, and keeps that snowball rolling faster. If you feel like you're a little on the paper side, if you're thin or scared of dying, you could swap this to a Wraps of Clarity. But the idea is that because Captain Crimson gives us damage reduction with resource cost reduction, that's one of the updates to this set, you actually are pretty tanky as a multi-shot DH, which is like a godsend. People have always felt like they just fall over on multi-shot. You do need like one more source of damage reduction, which is why I usually go with Visage of Goons. It gives us the Dark Heart rune, which gives us a 50% damage reduction when we have Vengeance up. And you should have 100% uptime on Vengeance because you have Dawn in the cube. And once you have that, all you need on your sheet right here is 37% cooldown reduction. But so easy to hit now because you get cooldown reduction from Captain Crimson and your Flavor of Time, and you're going to have it on other pieces naturally anyways, like you usually do, like your shoulders, or maybe even put some on your gloves. So it's kind of, you're just going to be bathing in CDR. And it's a multiplicative increase to your damage too, so the synergies here, you can see it, it just works chef kiss beautifully. So it's really exciting that we can make these innovations. And the last thing to mention for the cube, of course, is Ring of Royal Grandeur, tying it all together so that you can still have your 6-piece of the Unhallowed Essence set and then your 3-piece completion of Captain Crimson. You definitely have to make the belt, and you can decide if you want the pants or the boots. I like the pants as far as crafting Captain Crimson pieces go. Other thing to keep in mind, if you're not super familiar with Demon Hunter, is that discipline matters a lot. We'll talk about the skills in a second here, but make sure that the places that you can get max discipline as a secondary, you are getting them. So that's on your cloak, your quiver, and your bow. It's super important to make sure that you have about that 80+ discipline. It factors right into the 6-piece damage output of your Unhallowed Essence setup. And then last but not least, we have Focus Restraint, which are just staple rings for the setup. It works really nicely because we do carry a generator and a spender. So you just activate both of those at all times. That's big multiplier to your damage. And the gems that we use are Zai Stone of Vengeance, which makes a lot of sense for Multishot because it's a range build. You play at range, kill stuff from range. Bane of the Powerful, just to kill those elites faster and also get a damage boost. And then Bane of the Trapped, which we do activate. We'll go ahead and hit the skills now. We activate that off of Thrill of the Hunt, so that when we hit with our spenders, which is multi-shot, it slows the enemies, and then that now activates our Bane of the Trapped, and also activates Cull the Weak too, which is another nice boost to our damage, another multiplier. Like I was saying too, you can see in the written guide, I have Ambush as a passive. If you're playing hardcore, I'd probably go with Awareness just to have a little added safety. You pretty much never want to play without your cheat death in hardcore, but if you're softcore, go balls to the wall, man. Just take it. Take all the damage. Ballistics is great too, because with Arsenal as a rune on multi-shot, you fire out rockets, so it's just going to boost your multi-shot damage. Just more damage. Damage is good. And in the past, we have used Hellfire amulets, but like I was saying, the new amulet powers are just too good to pass up. And who wants to farm a Hellfire amulet? Ain't nobody got time for that. So, you got what you got here with these 4 passes. Just to finish up the skills, mentioning the discipline thing. Preparation and Invigoration will give you more max discipline, so that's standard, you need that. Vault Tumble lets you get through the rift faster. Sometimes you will get those rifts where it's kind of, you got to get through some bad maps, or the mobs aren't coming as quickly as you'd like, so you want to go meet them. Use Vault Tumble. Companion Wolf, just for more damage, and since we have high CDR and you might come across a channeling pylon, you'll just have crazy uptime on this, so it's just another boost to your damage. And then Vengeance Seed, like I said, you have 100% uptime on this. This is your Hatred Return. So you really shouldn't run out of Hatred, especially because you also have Evasive Fire to fire off to activate your Focus Restraint, but also to get some Hatred back. You are going to be firing out tons of multi-shots, but you just shouldn't run out of Hatred. Some people feel like they can't manage it, and I feel like if that does happen to you, you're either in too high of a greater rift, so you want to bring it down, and again, keep those speed times low, because that's the idea, is you want to just quickly be going through greater rifts to bring in the experience, the legendaries, and leveling up your gems. But if you do really feel like you want to help out your Hatred Return, you could always change Visage of Goons to Cinder Coat. You might still feel really thin at that point, so that's when you maybe put a Wraps of Clarity into the Bracer slot and you lose Nemesis. But just things to consider. I currently like the build exactly as it is. I think this is probably as refined as I'll make it for speed farming with multi-shot. I hope you guys like it. Try it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. There will be more video guides coming to the stream or coming to the channel, so make sure you check that out and sub and like it and smash those buttons, all that good stuff. You know YouTube. You know how that works. Do all those things. I do have this stream, like I was fraudulently mentioning. Just thought about it. Twitch.tv/Leviathan111. I'll be streaming a 24-hour start to season 18 this coming Friday, August 23rd. So definitely be there for that. It's gonna be a blast. We always have so much fun with it. More videos coming to the stream. Thanks for watching this one in particular. Again, pop into the comments, let me know what you're thinking, what you're trying, if there's variations that you like, what you want to see, all sorts of good stuff. We'll continue to get content coming to you guys. Appreciate you all so much, and have a great rest of your day. See you in season 18.